Hello, welcome back to English for Beginners episode 12. Today we are learning about one of the most challenging grammatical lessons. It's going to be how to use countable and uncountable nouns in English language. And this lesson is going to have 4 sections. In the first part, I'm going to give you the definition and examples of nouns. Secondly, I'm going to define what are countable nouns and uncountable nouns. And thirdly, I'm going to tell you about the major grammatical rules to use countable and uncountable nouns and their real differences. And lastly, I'm going to give you an exercise to help you practice how to identify countable and uncountable nouns in sentence. So let's going to begin, guys. A noun is a part of speech that names a person, a place, a thing, and animals, and sometimes even ideas. Let me give some examples. Nouns are names for things. It can be name of a single thing, such as desk, computer, file, phone. It can be a name of group of things, such as team, crowd, or bunch. It can even be a name of a thing that you can't see or touch, such as love, sleep, dream. Nouns even can be the name of a person, a place, or a day, as you can see in these examples: Geneva, Muhammad, Addis Ababa, Friday. So these nouns are called proper nouns, and they always start with a capital letter in any part of a sentence when we write them. Now let's come to our main session. English nouns can be divided into 2 groups, so let's define them one by one. Firstly, countable nouns. These are nouns that we can count them. So we use countable nouns for separate individual things such as books and hotels. In the contrary, countable nouns are nouns that we can't count. So we can use uncountable nouns for things that do not naturally divide into separate units, such as water or sugar. Okay, guys, we are going to come to the third session of this lesson. So, countable nouns versus uncountable nouns. Countable and uncountable nouns have the following major grammatical difference. We are going to see them one by one. Grammatical forms, verb use, article use, and quantifiers use are the major grammatical difference we are going to discuss. So, with the first one, grammatical forms. So there are singular and plural forms for countable nouns. However, there is only one form for uncountable nouns. So let us see in detail. So we can use countable nouns in the singular or plural form. It has 2 forms, as I've said. Look these examples. Have you got a book I can borrow? Book is used here as singular form. Do you like reading books? Books is here used as a plural form. In contrary, uncountable nouns do not have any plural form. They are always singular. Do you like rock music? You can't say musics. There are some examples I've given you here. Let me give you some more examples. So try to recognize the difference between these 2 nouns within this example. 1 cat, 2 cats, 1 student, 10 students, because they are countable. A job, few jobs, a company, many companies, because they are countable. We can use them in these 2 forms. However, the 2 are not they are uncountable, as you can see from the example: rice, milk, water, oil, sugar, furniture, weather, information, house, clothing. So these are uncountable nouns that you can see we can't use them in plural form. They are always singular because they are uncountable. Now let's come to the second difference. They are different in terms of verb use. Uncountable noun takes a singular verb, whereas countable nouns take both singular and plural verbs. That means, you can see from this example, the lesson starts at 9:30. The lessons start at 9:30. When it comes to uncountable nouns, it always takes a singular verb, as I can say, as I've said. There is no furniture in there. There are no furniture in there. You can't use the second one because uncountable nouns do not take plural verbs. So be careful when you do that. Singular verbs are used with singular countable nouns, while plural verbs are used with plural countable nouns, as you have seen in the example. The lesson starters. We have singular noun with singular verb. The lessons start. We have plural verb and plural noun in the example. Third, articles use. So they are also different in terms of article use. An uncountable noun do not take any articles, whereas countable nouns take both a and an articles. Let me give you some examples. An envelope, a letter. But you can never use these articles in uncountable nouns. You can't say sugar or an information. Let me give you a little bit of detailed example or a lesson about how you can use articles a, and, that, and when you are not supposed to use article. So the first, a and an. This means you use a and an to say one of money. Example, I bought an orange. Always remember that you use a when a word starts with consonant letter. You can use an when a word starts with vowel sound. This is the rule. So these articles introduce a new information or item of information, any item of information. So you use them with singular countable nouns. The means it the only one or the particular one. So you use this article to introduce items we have mentioned before, or when the speaker and the listener knows which items we are talking about. You can use them with countable nouns, for instance, the boat, the boats, with even uncountable nouns, the water. Last, you can know you never use an article, or when you get rid of the article, it means it refers to all things. The noun is referring to all things, or the quantity is uncertain or unimportant. So it's used to introduce things in general sense, and you can use it with uncountable noun as well as plural countable nouns. Now let's move to the last. First let me give you some examples. First, look this example. I've got a pen. The article a here used to refer to one of money that exists. The second one, the pen is by the phone. Here the is used to refer to the only pen here. Look this two sentences again. I don't like the music my brother plays. The is used to refer to that particular music. Whereas when you get rid of the article, music helps me to concentrate when I'm working. It means it first means any music. Last, people used to believe the moon was a goddess. People is used without an article, so it means people in general. The article the refers to the moon that goes around this planet. The article a, which is underlined, refers to one of the money goddesses. Okay, fourth. An uncountable noun takes not much and a little, whereas countable nouns take not, money, and a few. These are the quantifiers you need to use properly. Therefore, it means you cannot use not much and a little in front of them. For instance, look the example below. There are a few people waiting for the bus. You can't say there are a little people waiting for the bus. There aren't many people here today. You never say there aren't much people here today. When it comes to uncountable nouns, you cannot use not many and a few in front of them. There is a little sugar left. You never say there is a few sugar left. There is not much flour left. Second example. You never say there is not many flour left. That is the rule. Okay guys, let me just give you one final shot. Uncountable nouns can be paired with words expressing plural concept. For instance, look these examples. There are 9 bags of garbage on the curb. Second example, try to drink at least 8 glasses of water each day. As you can see, the words that are in front of the nouns, the uncountable nouns, are used as words to make the uncountable noun plural. She gave me a useful piece of advice. Please buy a loaf of bread. Another example, a couch is a piece of furniture. A backhoe is an expensive piece of equipment. Please buy 10 slices of cheese for me. So in this way you can make uncountable nouns plural if you want to use them in plural form, but they are naturally they don't have plural format. Okay, then let me give you an exercise. I'm going to give you a fraction of seconds to identify the underlined nouns as countable and uncountable nouns. Hit it. Nice job. Now, guys, let me give you the answers so that you can check whether you get the right answer or not. So these are the answers for the 10 sentence we've seen. Great work, guys. This will take us to the end of our today's session. Thank you very much. If you are new here, subscribe to my channel just right now for regular updates. So until I see you next Friday, bye for now. Bye bye.